FitLabPGH back with another video podcast. As you heard in the intro, we promote the ethos that movement is a lifestyle, not just an activity. So our message for today for our video podcast is if you find an activity or activities that you enjoy, take steps so that you can enjoy them no matter what the conditions. So it's mid-30s now, wind chill makes it a little colder. So what we've done over time is we've adapted our bikes and adapted our clothing and our attire so that unless it gets really, really cold or really icy, because I'm not quite ready to spend money on studded tires, we can get out on the bikes. So I know some people often wonder, what do you wear so you're prepared for the cold or so you don't get cold? I'll give you a little video podcast of what we're wearing that works anywhere from about 35 degrees down to about 20 or 25 degrees. The first thing that we encourage you to do if you're going to ride in colder weather is pick places out of the wind. So what we've got today is we're doing a couple of climbs at Mingo Creek Park. It's not as out of the wind as we would like it to be, but we've had a lot of rain, and so all the trails are sloppy, and we don't want to tear them up. But what we've done is we've taken steps to cut ourselves from the wind and allow ourselves to stay warm even if we sweat. So the first thing you want to make sure you do is you keep your hands and feet warm. So I'm wearing a pair of Ride Concepts. They've got a flexible sole to go with flat pedals, and the advantage of these versus biking shoes is if worst case scenario you get cold, you can warm yourself up pretty quickly by jogging along, pushing your bike. So far this year I haven't had to do that. For my hands, I recognize that in the flats when I'm in the wind and when I'm going downhill, I need really warm gloves. So I use a pair of thick 45 North gloves. They actually make a warmer model too. And then when I'm in the woods, when I'm out of the wind, when I'm climbing, I use a pair of lighter winter gloves. These are from Handup. Aero Tech Designs in Coriopolis also makes a nice pair. The key to remember, if it gets much colder, you'll see this probably in a few weeks. You'll see pogies on either my bike or Lisa's bike over here, and that allows us to keep our hands even warmer. The other key is to dress in layers. For my feet, I've got wool socks on, and underneath my wool socks, you'll see me standing, I've got these little toe caps. These also happen to be from Aero Tech Designs, but a number of company makes them, so it helps keep my feet warm. I've got a pair of Pearl Izumi tights on, and what they are is they have a soft shell on the front, and they can allow me to wick heat on the back, and I'm wearing regular bike shorts underneath, actually Pearl Izumi. On the top layer, I've got a 45 North coat. It's got pit zips just in case I overheat. It's also got pockets on the back to store my gloves. Underneath, I have a vest. Underneath that, I have a wool jersey, also from Pearl Izumi. And my bottom layer here is a wool undershirt from Rafa. What I found with wool is even if I get a little sweaty, I don't get cold, I don't get clammy like I do with synthetics. I've got a buff neck gaiter here, and under my head, I've got a smart wool, or actually on top of my head, underneath my helmet, I've got a smart wool 2-layer wool hat. So what this allows me to do is adjust my temperature. I can take my ears up and expose my ears, and I've got big Dumbo ears, so they'll help wick the heat. I can take the buff off, I can undo the zips, I can undo the zippers, and it allows me to stay outside, be active, and do what I really enjoy doing. So move more, move often, figure out what you like to do, and realize that no matter what the conditions, in most instances, you can safely do those activities in the rain, in the snow, provided it isn't icy, and even in the heat of the summer.